Welcome back to another video of the More You Know Drugs edition. Today we're going to be talking about one of the first drugs that became of common usage, the very popular aspirin.
We are going to be discussing the history, importance, usage, and even the composition of this molecule. But first, a little introduction to the topic.
Aspirin is one of the first drugs to become common usage. It is still one of the most researched drugs in the world. Each year, approximately 700 to 1,000 clinical trials are conducted. The word aspirin comes from spirea, a biological genus from shrubs, because the natural source of the drug is salicylic acid. Nowadays, this acid can be found in jasmine, beans, peas, clover, and some grasses and trees.
Now that we already know a little bit more about the molecule, we can get started with the history of aspirin. How was it found? Who found it?
Between the 3000 and 1500 before Christ, willow, which is a tree or shrub, was used as a medicine that was a pain reliever or anti-inflammatory for non-specific aches and pains. It was first consumed by civilization like Egyptians and Sumerians. In the year 400 before Christ, Hippocrates, a Greek physician, wrote that willow leaves and bark relieve pain and fevers. In 1763, a clergyman called Edward Stone rediscovered aspirin. He wrote a report about how the preparation of dry powdered willow bark had benefited 50 patients. In the year 1828, Joseph Buckner, professor of pharmacy at the Munich University, succeeds in extracting the active ingredient from willow, producing yellow crystals and bitter tasting called salicin. In the year 1874, Hermann Kolb discovered synthetic salicylic acid, which in large doses provoked vomit, nausea, and coma. In the late 1890s, the aspirin was in form of acetyl salicylic acid, when Felix Hoffmann used it to alleviate his father's rheumatism. In 1899, Bayer Pharmaceuticals in Germany distributed in powder with these ingredients to physicians to give patients. In 1915, the drug started to be sold as over-the-counter tablets. By the year 1948, aspirin's uses for heart patients came into light when Dr. Lawrence Craven recommended an aspirin a day to reduce heart attack risks. Whoa! Isn't it so fascinating? Learning the process of all that it took to discover a drug that would eventually become one of the most effective in the history of medicine. But what do they actually do? Why are they so effective? What is its importance?
I don't think many people are aware of how amazing this drug is. It has several uses that are helpful in various ways and are important for us to know about. It helps relieve pain and bring down fever. It is also considered to be a blood thinner, which prevents blood clots and reduces the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and colon cancer. It can also help with swelling conditions such as arthritis.
So we could say that aspirin has multiple benefits. The reason why aspirin can work for all of those things is that aspirin is a drug that reduces the platelet reactivity. Aspirin inhibits cyclooxygenase 1, an enzyme required to manufacture thromboxane, a chemical that encourages platelets to clump together to form blood clots. Heart attacks and strokes are often a result of clots that block the way of the blood flow in narrow arteries of the heart or brain. A higher dose of aspirin also inhibits a related enzyme, cyclooxygenase 2. Both enzymes are essential in the production of prostaglandins, which promotes inflammation, a key player in both cardiovascular diseases and colon cancer.
That's so interesting, especially since the components of the molecule of aspirin consist of only carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Also, its functional groups are three: carboxyl acid, which consists of a carbonyl group and a hydroxyl group; ether, which consists of a carbonyl group bond to a hydroxyl group; and benzene, which is an aromatic functional group characterized by a ring of 6 carbon atoms, bonded by alternating single and double bonds.
That's it for today. We hope that with this video you learn many more things about this amazing molecule that has brought so many benefits to our health. See you guys in our next video.